Hello, fellas and ladies. It's time to review Sing Sing. The film follows a theater group of convicts at the Sing Sing State Penitentiary, more specifically the arts program at the prison, where inmates go to reclaim their humanity through the arts. Full disclosure, I've seen this movie twice now. The first time I saw it was at the Toronto International Film Festival while the channel was on a hiatus / I thought I quit. And now I've finally gotten the opportunity to see it a second time, and I love it even more on a second viewing. This is the kind of film that could hit a person at like the perfect moment depending on where you are in life, because the film is simply so beautiful, and its secret weapon is its unflinching sincerity when it comes to its subject. Obviously this is a movie about acting, so I can start with the performances. Coleman Domingo is absolutely breathtaking. I love him in everything he's in because I love Coleman Domingo, but this is my favorite performance from him easily. Everything about his delivery is under exaggerated, and he's profoundly heartbreaking to watch. Watching him at his lowest hurts to watch, and watching him overpowering it is simply incredible to watch. I also love the understated and almost comfortable presence of Paul Raci. It's not the biggest role in the world, but he added such a different energy whenever he was on screen. But the thing that makes this film reach a new level of sincerity is the fact that I think, with the exception of Coleman Domingo, Paul Raci, and I believe another actor named Sean San Jose, who is also beautiful in the film, by the way, the entire cast in the theater department is played by former inmates of the penitentiary and those who were in the department, and they're all playing themselves. The level of authenticity that's added to the film can't possibly be overstated. We've all heard the praise of Clarence Macklin, who has rightfully been singled out amongst the cast, and it's the best performance outside of Coleman Domingo. And that performance was amazing to watch. We do see the process of rehabilitation through him, and every ounce of it feels real. Every bit of his performance feels like we're watching the growth in real time. But while Macklin is fantastic, every performance from these actors give the film an unrecognizable aura. From the instant we meet this group together, you feel the brotherhood and the bond of these men instantly. In the film, they're all going through the same shit, but I can't imagine but being in this film, having gone through the system meant to them. And they almost all get their moments to shine. In this movie, there are moments when they are asked to talk about like something in their lives. As a couple like of exercises, like acting shit. I was a theater kid. I know it is. And I kind of wonder if those moments were like improvised, and the director Greg Cuidar let them tell a story. The thing that makes this movie so special is its approach to prison and the humanization of prisoners. Many times in film, prison is seen as a gray hellhole of despair, and in fairness, that is kind of the horrible reality of prison. How it turns offenders into monsters, quite frankly. But this film, while one can argue it's a little too sanitized, I do think the purpose of the film is to show that yes, prison does have criminals who just maybe deserve a punishment. At the end of the day, we are still talking about human beings who are incarcerated, and the idea of a real-life program that allows people to find humanity in a place so dehumanizing is something that deserves a celebration. The film is shot on film and is lit naturally. A lot of the film actually looks like very pretty, but not in like in a show-offish way. It doesn't look like a Terrence Malick movie. The way the film is edited and the score, it's all very purposeful to give the film a natural vibe, the one that gives prison and prisoners a new outlook, like that shows a little more optimism, if you will, showing that not every prisoner is Jeffrey Dahmer. I also love its approach to masculinity. A lot of the prisoners in this group, for all intents and purposes, look like your typical big, tough guy prisoner. One of them even has like a full-face tattoo. And yet the film constantly preaches this idea of what masculinity, even in these dire circumstances, can and possibly even should look like. Not, shanking dudes, but maybe facing the unknown and allowing yourself to be scared is what can be considered brave. We see these guys allowing this program, being in a play to force their vulnerability out and not feel the need to go down typical masculine standards. In fact, pushing away that idea of masculinity can be more freeing. It also clearly has something to say about the healing power of art. Art, whether that be writing or acting or music, has an inherent ability to fill voids in your life. And in the case of Sing Sing, the bonding of these men do creating art together and allowing escapism through art, and acting allows its healing to come naturally. Nothing about this film feels fake. It's a plot line involving Coleman Domingo's clemency attempt that could have been manipulative, but it was just simply effective. And that's kind of why this film just works. No moment where Greg Cuidar tried for emotions. He just wanted to tell this story that just is inherently emotional, and in the process he created a life-affirming film that I could really see changing minds about how we approach prison and its inmates. I could talk Oscars for a bit. I think the Best Picture nomination is as assured as can be. A24 is going to put all their might behind it, unless, surprise, they pick up Queer or something. And even then, I think they would just go all out for Sing Sing. A24 is probably going to throw the cast everywhere. $10 says they'll be in the Oval Office, depending on who wins, I suppose. Gonna win SAG Ensemble. Not could. it will win SAG Ensemble. It's as done as it can be in August. I do think Coleman Domingo, Clarence Macklin have what it takes to win, but they are beatable. If the right opponent comes along, like Sam Jackson and Daniel Craig, they are beatable, but I don't think it needs to win acting to win picture. It just needs to win screenplay, which it very well could. This is a crowd pleaser, but it's not trying to be, and that's the key to winning. It hits all the right notes, but like almost by accident. I do think people should take Greg Quidar more seriously. Like, the direction isn't big per se, but it's very auteur, and I've seen less flashy direction get in. Below the line, I think editing could just happen. It's got some flair in its editing, not much, but it's not just some film that's edited on a technicality. Score could miss, but I think I would predict it for now, for the time being. Also, cinematography, I think it has a small shot. I also think you could just get editing below the line. That could be enough. But Sing Sing is a breathtaking film. While the cast is all excellent, Sing Sing is elevated by its themes of finding humanity in a place so deeply dehumanizing, and in the process it made me fucking cry with its wonderful sincerity and authentic use of finding healing through art. And I'm giving Sing Sing 9 big mean prisoners out of 10. Alright, that's the end of that. Go seek out Sing Sing. It's in limited release for now. A24 is pretty bad at releasing movies. But if you have the opportunity to, please check this out. You won't regret it. Like, subscribe, and share, and yeah.